Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 13th of June. It is the day before Woollinn Dublin. Today is setup day for people who are vendors, and that means me. So I'm vending today under my yarn company name, Babbles Yarns, and my setup time is at 4:30. It's only 9:30 in the morning. And I'm going to probably do very small amount of vlogging this weekend because I'll be very, very busy. But I thought I would aim for something at least, put up some little thing. You probably will see more from other people such as Mars of the Hey Brownberry podcast and Shamika of Mika Makes. She's here already in Dublin. She's in Dublin City. I left Limerick this morning at about 7 o'clock and I made it up to my little Airbnb where I'm going to be sharing it with Mars. Now, unfortunately, Mars was supposed to get in this morning at about 5:30 this morning to Dublin Airport, but unfortunately her flight was cancelled. Oh, so sad. But it was actually not lucky for Mars, maybe lucky on my part because my car was the fullest. I don't know how I was going to fit Mars in. We were going to be tight, So maybe we're looking on the positives. It might have been a better idea, but no. It would of course been great to have her here, but she's happy. She's fine. She's relaxing in Hartford while she gets a flight tomorrow morning. She'll get in on Friday morning. So that is the situation with Mars. Myself and Mars are staying in this little Airbnb. This little Airbnb is a beautiful spot. It is about 15-20 minutes away from the venue. It is north of County Dublin, north of Dublin City. It's about 20 minutes north of the airport, maybe 15 minutes north of the airport. And the two, Jimmy and Hazel, who met me, were so nice. They made me some freshly made bread, and I think there's I think the marmalade is fresh as well, and I think the milk is fresh as well, because we're on a farm, we're on an old country estate, and we're in what's called the cookhouse, the old house, and it's just a lovely little cottage. Kitchen is fabulous. That's the garden just out there. And the best bit, this fireplace. So of course I'm holed up right here beside the fire. Oh, this is me with my fireplace, and I'm just going to sit here and spin for a little while. It's only 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I've got a few hours to kill, so I'm going to watch some podcasts and do some spinning. But first I'll just give you a little bit of atmosphere of setting up and doing a little bit of spinning so you can see that. Where's the best place for you to see? Probably there? Yeah. Okay. This is the little bit of brown bread that she made me. Well, she made me a whole loaf, but I'm saving something from her, so otherwise I'll eat it all myself. So I brought all the rolags that I've been playing with. So I'm going to give them a go. I'm going to start off with the ones I started first, which are these cinnamon bun ones. So this is the first one. As you can see, they weren't in order or anything, but with my rolag making skills, I was a little bit light on the fibre in the centre there, so that's not great. But I'll just prep it now. Now these are a bit tighter than normal rolags. So they're quite tight around the center. They're more like poonies, and poonies are basically small tight rolags, and they're good for shorter fibers. So like cottons and down fleece. So kind of shorter than 2 inches. Whereas the fibre that I had was longer than 2 inches, definitely. It was probably about 4 inches to 5 inches. It was quite long, quite lovely. Lovely fibres. So I'm just pre-drafting it. Which end shall I start at? Doesn't really matter. But once I start at one end, I have to continue if I want a self-striping yarn, which is what I do want. So look at all that fibre. So I've effectively made pencil roving. So I'll start with the yellow. And I just have to remember to start with the yellow every time. Okay. So I've got my little hook here that fits into this little orifice here. It might be. Okay. Put that back in there so it doesn't get lost. And we'll get started. So I tend to always have a loop of the threader. The thread, the leader is always in a loop. I just kind of like it that way. That way I can put through the fibre. Can't see it very well there, but I can put the fibre just through it. Okay, it's kind of separated there now, but I basically get the end of the fibre and I put it through the loop. And then I hold it back together again and I add the twist then. I wanted to go clockwise. Down here I've got spin Z, ply S at the top, so if it's pointing down, that's the way I want it. So Z twist to start. I want my singles to be in a Z twist. So the prep is kind of not great because these are my first ones, and hopefully I will have improved. This is the importance of actually spinning your rolags before you go on and do 50 of them. So maybe my prep could have been better because it's kind of a bit lumpy and bumpy. I think it's because the needles that I'm using are too small and I need to use bigger needle sizes. I don't know if anyone's going to be selling straight needles in big sizes at Woollinn, but I'm definitely buying some if I see them. Either that or I might just go into a B&Q or something and get some dowels. They say that steel ones are better. So steel pipes. They have to be light as well, so you want smooth pipes. Really. Now I could spin straight from the rolags, but I feel like I would get an even less consistent spin if I spun straight from the rolags, because things would be pulling off and I wouldn't have much control over it whatsoever. So pre-drafting your rolags is probably the best thing you can do. You can hear it squeaking when I put my finger, when I pull it back. There's a little bit of resistance and you can hear it. When I stop it going in, you can actually hear it. Interesting. I wonder if I put some oil on it, would that help the noise? So let's go on a little tour of the little house that we're staying in. This is the cook's house. That's right beside this beautiful little garden. And then there's some stables. My car is just parked there, and then another house just there. So this beautiful little place is on the grounds of an estate, an old country estate. Now these used to be the big houses. They used to be owned by the British landlords, and then they were all kind of, well, not all of them booted out, but things changed. I think there's pigsties and stuff just there as well. So it's a beautiful, beautiful landscaped area. And we'll just pop in here and I'll show you what's going on inside. This is the front door. Flowers. My little spinning setup. A fire. So it's one bedroom. This is the one room actually. This is the bed. But I kind of love it. It's all you need. Beautiful, really big kitchen. Fabulous kitchen, like hardwood, I think. Or if not, that doesn't matter. Lovely bathroom, tiled. Shower. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And that's it. It's so nice. I love it so much. So she made some fresh brown bread this morning. I've had a little taste. Some fresh eggs from the chickens. And she also left, I think it's like milk from the cows. That butter looks fresh. And the marmalade is homemade as well. Now I brought some of my bits, but it's so nice to have everything here. So yeah, day one at Woollinn, looking pretty good. Not even at Woollinn yet. I can't wait to see everybody today actually. I know Carola is there already at the hotel. I saw her last night, and Shamika is around, but she's staying in the city centre I think, which is so nice because you can get to see loads of things in the city centre, whereas if you're up here it's a little bit farther away. So I think there's shuttle buses going from the city centre though, so if you're interested. Delicious. I'm wearing my hand drafted top. It's my Beauty and the Beast sweater, which I designed myself at Anna Maltz's class, Whip It From the Top Down. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I headed over to City North Hotel, and I took a few pictures to start about my little stand. I got a 2x2 stand, and it was quite small actually, but it was quite nice because I could make it look nice and full. So this is just a quick time lapse of me sorting myself out. The volunteers were incredible, and they just came along, and I got everything out of the car in one fell swoop, which is unbelievable. So yeah, I had done a little bit of a mock-up before, but things always change on the day, so I was popping stuff around. Every time I do a show, and I've only done 2 now, but I learn so much every time I do it. So then Shamika popped along and she helped me finish it off, and there's my little
Well, Shamika, what do you think? Okay, so this is like my first full day in Dublin. My favorite beer of all time. So good, right? Hop House Lager 13. You can't get this in the States. It's made by Guinness, and it's not a stout. Yeah. It's a lager. It's a lager. I absolutely love it. And I'll tell you why. It reminds me of Carib beer from Trinidad. The where? Carib beer from Trinidad. Oh, really? That's what it reminds me of. Oh. So I'm in love with this, but I will try others. Yeah. Before you know what? If you found what you like, you found what you like. Well, you know, when you find what you love, yeah, you know what you love. And I'm having a Guinness stew. It's done now, but yeah.
I heard you went out last night partying, knitting in a pub, drinking.
I went downstairs. Downstairs to the hotel I stayed. Liar. Oh my God, Fred's so tired.
And somebody didn't get an invite, even though he was
It's going to start a fight. Terrible
Maybe we call him a lot while I'm
I'm
drinking
going to tell
beer.
him. I'm just going to tell him.
It was a fantastic knit night hosted by the Dublin Drunken Knitwits, and we had giveaways and the whole lot. It was great crack. Thanks so much.